Welcome back to my channel, guys. I am Wandering Simon, and today I'm on the Isle of Lewis and Harris, the Outer Hebrides, the most remote and one of the most beautiful isles in the whole of the UK. And I'm heading to the highest mountain on the isle, Clisham. I think something must have happened. Let's go! My journey started at about 2 in the morning. I drove for 6 hours from Edinburgh to the Isle of Skye, most of the way in the darkness of night. It wasn't much fun. It was my first time boarding a ferry with my car, so I was a little anxious, but I managed. I usually don't do it, but this time I meticulously planned my next 4 days on the Isle of Lewis and Harris. I can already tell you, not much went to plan. Anyhow, the ferry takes about 2 hours. As you're crossing the waters of the Minch, you can spot dolphins, and if you're really lucky, maybe even a whale. Before too long, we arrived at the capital of Harris, Tarbert. Good morning, everyone. I am on the Isle of Lewis and Harris. Behind me you can see the Isle of Harris distillery. I'll be doing 4 days through Scotland's most remote and beautiful island. I want to go and check out the distillery first. See what's in there, if it's even open. I wanted to go to one cafe, it was closed, then to another cafe, it was also closed. And then I ended up going to the deli. The Harris Distillery is a nice little place. You can book a tour, browse the shelves full of gin and whiskey, and there's also a toilet. I must say the bottles look tempting and would work great as flower pots after finishing the contents. But I don't really care for flowers, and I didn't have the money, so I just used the toilet. Simon 1, Distillery 0. Right, so that was the distillery. Nothing much exciting, just a very expensive gin. Seems like not much is going on in Tarbert. I don't know if I mentioned, I am in Tarbert right now. I took a ferry from the Isle of Skye to Tarbert, and now I'm here, Wandering Simon. Hello. Welcome to the Outer Hebrides in Scotland. Today I'm gonna go to the highest mountain on the Isle, Clisham. It's bog central. This is Clisham, or so I think. And all this terrain is just covered in one big bog. I barely started. My car is just there. You can see it. And my shoes are already soaked. Look at this. Whoa! So today I took off just past 2 in the morning. I drove for 6 hours to the Isle of Skye to take a ferry to Tarbert on the Isle of Harris. This will be a 3-part series where I'm exploring the Outer Hebrides. But first I need to get through that bog. Oh, I just have no idea which way to go. So boggy everywhere, just bog. I think there's nothing better for it but to... Whoa, that I did not expect. Oh, oh well. 1% done, 99 more to go. I hope you enjoy all the episodes. I've got fantastic things planned and every day is just gonna get better. Today I'm also wild camping at Langabat. I think that's what it's called, Langabat Loch. But first, Clisham. This truly is bog central. Oh, it's gonna be a long way up. Whew. At least so far the weather isn't the worst. You can even see the summit of Clisham. Clisham is 799 meters high, the highest of the Hebridean mountains. But I think it's not the height that is difficult about this. It's obviously the terrain, because this isle is very often covered in wetness. The bog here is exactly that. It's just bog, non-stop. Oh, but hopefully we can get there, go back to the car, which I'm super excited that I brought my car with, because that allowed me to bring in more gear, extra clothes, and just a little bit of more comfort. I don't have to carry my heavy backpack with me, because after the summit I'm going back down and then I'm going to a lake to stay the night. Already so knackered. Oh, I obviously didn't sleep very much last night because I had to wake up just before 2 to make it to the ferry. Oh, not so fit anymore, am I? Maybe another 2 hours, I don't know. I've only been going for maybe like 25 minutes. Oh boy, I should just stick to going to Bosses. Almost lost my shoe there. There's some places you just have no idea how deep the bog's gonna be. Oh, I'm already so knackered. Not gonna lie. This is way tougher than I expected. Oh. Right, I need a moment. I'm genuinely not sure if I can go any further. And I've pretty much just started. maybe like 40 minutes ago, I don't even know. Well, at least it isn't raining. That's a plus. It's been a while since I felt this tired. But today is the difficult day. Tomorrow we're gonna go to a bothy on a cliff site right next to the Atlantic. Probably the most remote bothy in the whole world, provided I don't die on the way there and get sucked into the mud. I feel like a mountain goat, a very sad little mountain goat. Very difficult. Not sure if Ben Nevis was this difficult. I had to deploy my hiking poles because I was struggling a lot walking. I took a few minute break. Oh, at least the sun is out, and I find it difficult to navigate because there isn't particularly, you can see a little bit of a trail here, but for a while there I just wasn't sure which way I'm supposed to be going, but I'm going. Look, you can even see the summit. This is grueling, but the views are spectacular. So, because I don't really see much of a trail, I have to pull out my phone with my Maps app, all trails, to see if I'm in the vicinity of the trail, and it showed me to just go up there. So as you can see, not much of a trail, but I think we're more than halfway through, but another half in elevation, if that makes any sense. Every time I go up a mountain, I tell myself, never again, because this is torture. I think we've got about 0.3 miles to go, so not that far, but I'm exhausted, and going down will not be fun. My car is there. But it is always a nice feeling when you know that you've done something that was really challenging and you never have to do it again. But upwards and onwards. The mud has turned into a rocky terrain, as you can see. I can't see anything. This is where I came from. This is where I'm going. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to see anything from the top, but I think we're almost there. But it's getting cold and windy. I can see the summit, guys. Not sure how much you can see. I'm exhausted. So let's do it. I supposed to get there? I think this was worse than Ben Nevis. Shorter, and Ben Nevis is almost twice as high. But this just seemed relentless. There was no point throughout the whole way where you could just walk and relax for a bit. It was just constant grind. So by my books, this was probably the hardest hikes, mountains that I've ever done. Fun one, but extremely exhausting. I hope this is the peak, I don't know. I say this is the peak. Whew! The highest mountain in the Outer Hebrides. I did it, and I feel like I'm gonna vomit and have diarrhea at the same time. Oh, fun times. Oh, how am I gonna get down? I think going down will be horrible. It's already past 3, and I think the sun will set in about 2.5 hours. And I still need to drive to the loch that I would show you, but unfortunately the views are not particularly transparent. And then I need to set up camp, get warm and go to bed. Although I am probably way more tired than I'm realizing after driving since almost 2 in the morning. And then I only stopped in Tarbert after the ferry got there for, I don't know, half an hour. I walked about, grabbed the coffee, went to this distillery, and then I went straight here. So I think I might be more tired than I'm realizing, but I'm really glad I did this. I'm a bit sketched out about going down, because this was probably the most technical climb, if I can call it this, that I've ever done. Okay, I lied to you guys. I was standing over there on those rocks over there somewhere, and this is actually the peak. So let's do this. Second take. It's just all those rocks are rather slippy. I'm trying to take my time walking here. Easy to get injured when you're tired and filming at the same time. Pro tip, if you want to be a YouTuber, watch out. Let's do this. Oh, I think there's some sort of a structure over there. Some sort of shelter. Oh, I can't even speak anymore. I'm so tired. I was initially thinking about coming here and camping on top. I'm so glad I decided not to do it, because I think there is no chance I would have gotten here with a heavy pack. Ooh. Look at that. Why did they have to build a fortress around it? How am I supposed to touch it now? Does it count if I don't touch it? I don't think it does. Ah, bastards. Oh, we did it, boys and girls. I will never attempt this ever again. This was disgusting. I just don't want to do anything anymore. I'm not gonna lie, about 40 minutes in, I genuinely thought I'm gonna quit. I had thoughts of, I'm not sure if I can do it anymore. And it just seemed so difficult. It seemed so incredibly difficult to me this time. I don't know how. I don't know why. If I wasn't Polish, I would cry. Out of exhaustion, out of desperation and frustration and alliteration. But I am Polish. I just don't have it in me. Right, I need to rush a little bit before it gets darker, even darker and even gloomier, so I can set up camp. Because I'm exhausted, I'm cold, I'm sweat through, and I need to eat something. So I'll catch you down at the bottom. This is stupid. Oh. See ya. I fell. But look at this sky. That just looks unreal. Oh. I didn't pay for parking, but I thought it was free. I don't think there's need for this. They are landing, I think. I think something must have happened. I just wonder if I should wait and see if they want to talk or something. I just don't know what the correct procedure is. So that's them flying away. I waited a couple of minutes thinking maybe someone will, want to talk to me about, I don't know, maybe someone got hurt or something and they're looking for somebody. I don't know. That's what I thought might have happened. So I waited a little bit to see if anyone wanted to talk to me, but after like 2 minutes they just took off again. I don't know, they did close the door as they were taking off, so I didn't really see if somebody was taken with them or what was that about. I really don't know. If you have any clue what might have happened, let me know in the comments below. Alright guys, so I've got a bit of an issue. I got down off the mountain and it was a trek, it was a lot, but I managed to do it. And I was going to Loch Langabat. I was supposed to stay there. And when I was checking home, I saw that there was a road going directly to the loch, but it's actually not a road. Well, I think there is a road, but it's closed off. It just looked like a road on Google Maps. So now I'm needing to change plans. Also, I didn't anticipate that it's gonna get so dark so quickly. It's only 5:20 and it's just pitch black. I'm not keen for another longer any sort of trek. So I want to drive somewhere, set up camp, ideally next to a lake. I'm exhausted, I'm wet, and I don't have a plan. But this is nothing new, so I'm gonna see if I can go to another loch. I think there is something near, well, there's lochs all over the place. I'm right next to one right now. I think there is one where I could actually drive to. I'll have a look and I'll update you guys in a minute. Right guys, so I've been driving for a bit now. I'm looking for a spot and I don't like any of it because it's mainly either some very small loch that looks very unappealing or some stupid car park, which I also don't want. So I could try and go to a beach that I found about 50 minutes away from here. But that means I'm gonna get there at 7. It's already 6:05. I'm not great at making decisions on the spot, but I think I'm just gonna try and do it and hope for the best. I could always sleep in a car, but I think I'd rather just sleep in a tent. It's still not very late. It's just so dark that I just don't even know. I drive somewhere and I don't even know where I am. Well, I don't know where I am to start with, but you can't even see where you're at. So that's a little annoying. But I don't lose hope. I'm a bit demotivated at the minute, but I think I'm just gonna give that beach a shot. I don't remember the name. I'll let you know later. Yeah, let's see what happens. Right, so I've got some guests that are blocking my way. Look at this fella. Excuse me, I would like to pass. Oh my boy. I do not want to sleep next to that. Oh guys, it's so dark. It's so unpleasant to drive this way. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to get somewhere and sleep. Please. Right guys, you probably can't tell, but I'm on a beach. It's called Houdini, I don't know, something beach. I think I'm just gonna stay here because I've got nowhere else to go. Great. I'm very tired, I'm cold. I just want to get warm. I don't know what to do. I'm tired, exhausted, and very demotivated. I'm not gonna lie. Let me have a cigarette. I'll rephrase that. Let me have a think. And I'll see what I come up with. I'll see you in a bit. Right, so I decided to stay here, I think. Set up my tent.
To come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight. I can smell the shore. It's right in front of us if we just hold on tight.
Oh, things have started flying out of my car. Oh, this is not ideal.
We are dreamers.
Nothing is going to plan today. Nothing. Oh, this is so crooked. Oh, not ideal. The whole place is very uneven, but at this stage I don't care.
Just wait.
There you go, all set up. Horribly uneven. Took me way too long to do it, but I did it. I am just giving up on life. My tripod broke as well. Look at this. Alright guys, I don't know how well you can see me. I'm in the car because I want to eat while sitting rather than being in a tent. I just want to go to the tent when I'm ready to sleep. It's currently 8:05 and I am exhausted. Apologies for the weird video today. It didn't go to plan at all. Let me start from the beginning. So, as I mentioned before, I started off very early this morning. I woke up before 2. I drove through darkness for like first 5 hours. That was stressful because there were a lot of places where there was deer. So throughout me driving, I probably saw about 15 of them or 20. So, you know, it was stressful because you could only see so much in the darkness, and often you could only see their eyes in the last moment as you pass next to them. So that was a little stressful. Then I got to the ferry, and as I mentioned before, I spent maybe half an hour in Tarbert just walking about, drinking coffee. And then I went straight to go up Clisham. And as you saw, it was extremely difficult. As I mentioned, I would compare it to Ben Nevis. And I think it was even more demanding, just shorter in time. It was just steep, very slippy. I fell walking down. Walking down was also super difficult. And then the helicopter. I still don't know what happened. It just circled around me. Then it circled back, landed for like 2 minutes. Then it took off again. And at the bottom of the car park, I just saw a car facing in my direction. And the lights were on. So I was thinking maybe someone's on the bottom, police or someone, to ask about, I don't know, if I saw someone on the way. And as I got down, it was just a civilian car. There were, I think, 3 people in the car. And the guys asked me, "Hey, you okay?" Those were people, I didn't mention that I kind of passed on the way up. I didn't really speak to them. They were like maybe 50 meters away from me. You know, there is no any proper trail. So they were walking one way, I was walking up, they were walking down. I wasn't even sure if they saw me. Those were the guys that waited at the bottom of the car park, but they thought maybe something happened to me. It was very kind of them because they waited and they asked me if I'm all right. And they must have been waiting for at least 1.5 hours. I didn't realize it's going to get dark this soon. And then the place where I wanted to go initially, there was no road for me to drive there. I was supposed to drive to Longabat or something like that. The road that I thought was a road was some sort of a very, very off-roady type of thing, I think. And there was a gate, so you couldn't get in. So that messed up my plan. Then I was looking through maps and I went to one loch. It just felt like some sort of a swamp. It was just so uninviting. Then I went to another place. Turned out to be some sort of it was by another loch, don't remember the name, but there were like pieces of some equipment like for boats and some other big canisters and stuff like that. So it also felt like, I don't know, maybe someone even lives there, I don't know. So I turned around and again there was some sort of a fishery. It also felt odd because there were some houses in the distance, so it just felt like I wasn't even sure whether it was private land or not. So I turned around again. I stopped on some kind of viewpoint and started looking through a map and thinking, what am I supposed to do? I didn't come here to sleep in a car. And all this exhaustion just makes me feel anxious. And the darkness around me, I just felt super lonely. Not even that I was afraid of anything. It just felt like a strange feeling that I think is a combination of me being tired, of being hungry, of not having any sort of plan. And then I decided to go to this Houdini or Houzini, whatever beach. I set up my camp. My tripod is broken. The amount of times that I think it broke when I fell, walking down Clisham, and that was about 50 minutes or 50 minutes drive from where I was back then. It was like 20 miles maybe, but I think majority of it was this one lane with passing places, and obviously, you know, it was super dark. There's almost no lights anywhere. So, and it was winding back and forth, up and down, and you just can't see what's behind the corner. You can't see what's behind the dip. It was just very stressful. And then there were the cows that all of a sudden just appeared. I passed one group of cows and I was like, oh no, I can't deal with the deer situation again. And then there were more cows, and then I stopped here. I'm trying to set up this stupid tent. One of the adjustment lines that you connect to a peg just keeps slipping. It just won't stay in place. If you tension it, it just slips back. So I don't know what's with that. Obviously, the whole setup isn't great because it's on a slope. At this point, I don't really care that much. I just want to have somewhere to sleep that isn't a car. I just feel strange today. It was supposed to be such a nice adventure. I had everything planned. I spent several hours planning everything. And now also got a message from Calmac ferry that's supposed to take me from Tarbert to Skye in 3 days, 2 days, and they say, are they confirming or something like that my departure will be at 4 p.m. or something like that, when it was supposed to be 10 p.m. or 10:50 or something like that. So I'll have to call them tomorrow and ask what's going on. Why did you just all of a sudden reschedule my ferry? I wanted to cook some food, but I think I'm just gonna go with some cheesy rolls and some floppy cheese. My iPhone is acting up today as well. I click on it, nothing's happening. I press record, it turns the recording off sometimes by itself. It's just nothing is going to plan today. Apologies for the rant. I'll probably cut most of it out. I'm ranting now for over 12 minutes. Super windy. I don't know if my tent will survive. Anyhow, tomorrow's another day. I've got a full bottle of whiskey that I'm intending on drinking. Not the full bottle, but I'm intending on drinking a little bit of it tonight just to decompress. And yeah, stay tuned, because tomorrow I'm going to the bothy on the edge of the world, on a cliff. The best bothy, the furthest bothy, the most haunted bothy. You don't want to miss it. And I decided, instead of doing one long video, I will do 3 videos. Look out for another video. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe so that you don't miss the bothy. Thanks for watching the video, and hope you are doing great. At least better than me right now. I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna cry, and then I'm gonna drink some whiskey. Good night.